So I just recorded the next part, which you'll just see, and just want to apologize. The video quality is really terrible. The lighting is really totally wrong, but I think the message is worth watching and listening to. So thanks for your patience this time. Hello, everyone. Yesterday I was meant to record a video, but I was really too tired of traveling and I didn't manage to record the video. And that's the typical too over-optimistic assumption that I've had that I will manage to record something because, well, I have so much time on the airports, in the plane, after I arrive at the hotel, that I should be able to do something. And it wasn't the case. And for me, it's quite a typical situation of trying to work remotely and using the fact that it's remote to travel more. And I'm far from being a nomad. It's a very popular label nowadays, to be a digital nomad. I can live wherever I want, which very often people think that they can like live 3 days in this place, 3 days in this place. By the way, I'm not sure if the camera catches this, but it's really nice view, right? So my way of nomading is only when I'm attending chess tournaments. That's what I do from time to time because I'm trying to improve my chess, and this requires going to chess tournaments. They usually take like 1 week, and I travel to different places. And the fact that I wasn't able to do anything yesterday, even though I planned, was just very, very typical. But it's typical for my over-optimistic assumption. I don't know, estimating as a developer. But I think it's also showing how hard it is to be a monad. Nomad. Why did I say monad? You can see also much worse condition of recording this video. The camera is the laptop camera. There is no microphone, so whatever catches through the air-conditioned noise, and it will be there. So sorry about that. But this is just, a quick example of how hard it is to be a nomad. Maybe being a monad is easier. I don't know. So I don't want to say that, because being nomad is something like people dream of when they say about remote working. And to me, remote and async really is far from trying to be a nomad, even though sometimes I'm in this situation of working from hotels. But I don't like this kind of equation or comparing that remote is often a nomad, because I've met maybe, I don't know, among the people I've met who are remote developers, I could describe maybe 2 of them of being a nomad. Maybe it's just my circle of people. Maybe it's another good sample. I've also had bad experiences working with people who are trying to be nomads. It's really hard to travel and get a good internet connection. So the longer I record this video, I suppose the longer it will upload because the hotel internet is not really so fantastic here. So internet access is really difficult stuff if you want to be a nomad and work from exotic places. In some places, I worked with people where they didn't even rely on the power, connecting the laptop to the power. So they've had to adjust their working hours to where they have access to power, because the laptops have good batteries, but not always so good. I know some companies who do those kind of like 1 week trips or 1 month trips to somewhere, and they organize everything so that the internet is working, that the power is there, and the conditions are good, so this can be working. So this is probably like a simulation of being a nomad for like 1 month. And this sounds like a good idea overall. We have the idea of microcamps at Arkency, which we started recently, but I think for now we are trying to be more local, so it's in Poland. So okay, internet, power, and then there are the different conditions which you cannot predict. So I thought, for example, that now I would be sightseeing something here, but the weather is, actually everyone told me that before, but I didn't expect the weather would be so difficult to get outside. So I can go outside, but only to be in a car which is air conditioned, just to get me to another place which will be air conditioned. But I can imagine going to a coffee and work from there. So far, I didn't do that. So being a nomad for me is like the highest you can get, being disciplined to work remotely and asynchronously. I can imagine this being possible for very disciplined people. I'm probably not one of them. When I say about async, I often say that people can work in whatever hours they prefer, but it's still nice to be able to work with them, like at least have the option from time to time to talk to them. So I'm not against any kind of calls or meetings. So I've had this rant before about meetings, and there was a video recorded, but it's not against all kind of meetings. I'm mostly against those regularly scheduled meetings when you have 3 of them a week or even more, or even 2 of them. But those ad hoc calls where I just can call another programmer, we can discuss how to solve a problem in a certain module, and having the voice connection or the video connection. The video connection is usually not needed, but even the audio connection. And when someone is living in a coffee in a place where they have really bad connection at the moment, the async is actually put to the extreme where you are not even allowed to have those calls. It's not possible. So this is where I think is uncomfortable for me. I would prefer to work with people who are mostly, well, not mostly, but I can rely on some situations where I can talk to them. So it's still nice to talk to them. Like we can do really a lot, being async, record screencasts, videos, put a lot in the text communication, but having the option to call is really nice, even if we don't use it. So yeah, I think that's just my message for this video. Being a nomad is very hard. Being a monad probably is also very hard. Thank you.